Greetings, my name is Dr. Candace Chambers and I am the CEO of Education and Writing Services. So today's video will be about pre-college summer programs and how does writing play a role in these applications. So this video is a part of our college prep series where I do provide tips for our high school parents and students as it pertains to the college application process with an emphasis on writing. All right, so this time of the year is when a lot of our pre-college summer programs are starting to provide their applications, okay? Pre-college programs are basically programs which expose students to career fields in their desired field they potentially want to major in, and also they provide academic enrichment over the summer. Okay, so as far as career fields, so a program could be an exposure to the field of agriculture, a summer research program, even plant science, also like a journalism type of program, law. These programs are specifically designed to assist high school students in identifying career paths, but also giving them exposure. Sometimes students don't major in things because they don't know about them, or they decide to major in things sometimes off of limited exposure. And so these programs try to fill the gap in providing that information for high school scholars. These programs sometimes do last the extent of the summer. Sometimes they are a week, sometimes 2 weeks. So it's just good to do your research on them. Last thing I'll say about finding them, you can go to Google and type in pre-college summer programs and they should pop up. Some of them are free. A lot of them are free. Other ones you do have to pay a cost, but at the end of the day, it is very beneficial for your student to have that access and exposure to determine what they potentially would like to do in their lives. All right. When I was in high school, I did one of these programs at Tougaloo College, and it was a great program. I did it for 3 years. Sometimes people would say, "You went to school over the summer?" And I'm like, no, it didn't feel like school. Like, it was really fun to learn about these different academic subjects with my peers. So it's really cool, and students can get that enrichment. So I do want to give 3 quick tips on how writing plays a role in the application process for these pre-college programs. All right, so usually students will have to provide some type of writing sample, whether that is a personal statement or even essays, like little short paragraphs to that they have to express themselves through writing. When students are writing these paragraphs or essays, 3 things. First, they need to be very, very specific. A lot of times these prompts ask students to discuss their interests in this career path, even the field that that the program is discussing. And so students need to be very, very specific about their interests. They can go to Google and type in, let's say, veterinarian, and see what a veterinarian does, or the field of veterinary science, animal science, and determine what that field does. And then they can actually pick things from Google and actually write it in their response, because now they're more well informed about the career field. All right. Also, I would say students should be very detailed. Sometimes the essay prompts ask students to discuss their past experiences as it relates to the camp or summer program that they are applying to. So they need to be very detailed about their past experiences, the clubs they've been in at school, any classes they have taken, even if it's informal. So let's say that they've been, working with granddaddy on something that relates to the program. You can also discuss informal experiences also. Lastly, they need to show their passion, okay? A lot of these programs do provide, spots for a limited number of students. And so students need to show that they are passionate about the camp itself, and that comes through the research that they conduct, how specific and detailed they are about their past experiences, but also how well do they articulate their interest in the camp itself, even if it's on the basis of, I don't know much about the field, but I'm open to learning more because of X, Y, and Z, all right? So overall, students do need to take their time when they are submitting these applications. It has to be a quality. That's my biggest thing right now, is quality writing. And they need to take their time because it could be a really, really great experience. Number one, to expose them, like I said earlier, to a field they may not know, but it can also provide clarity in a sense, whereas they may say like, well, I don't think I want to do this. This was kind of boring. So like, it's really good for them to get that exposure, okay? So I suggest for parents to get on this as soon as possible. A lot of the deadlines are coming up in February. So I just want to pop in to kind of give that advice, all right? So I'm looking forward to our next conversation.